Let me say that the legal system of a country that is system of justice relate the history and culture of the country just as much as the other topic we are discussing so far. When we start to discuss law, code, trio, and concept of innocence and good, there are some important questions that come up. The question is might be interesting to think about before talking more about the legal system in the United States. Because people from different culture might answer their question differently, let's talk of now the first question. Is it better for those guilty people to go free rather than to punish one innocent person unfairly, or it is something necessary for punish innocent people so that no guilty person escape justice? A person guilty until proven innocent, others is more logical to you that a person innocent until proven guilty as suspect. That's the average American would say that it's a better to let the dozen guilty people go free rather than to punish one innocent person unfairly. The basis principle of the U.S. legal system is that an accused person is innocent until proven guilty. First, we'll look at common law and how it differs from civil law a practice is in many countries in the world. Then we look more closely at the jury system, a system that many foreigners find quite curious. Then I will make a few concluding remarks about plea bargaining, the way that most care as sellers. I think that you have a better understanding of how the United States approach the law is different from that your country. Although different from many legal systems, the U.S. system or justice is not unique. At the time, there are two phases legal system in Europe, common law and practice in the returning and civil law practices in other European countries. To simplify greatly, civil law depends on a writing court of law in deciding a case. Under civil law, the judge consult this court and a complete set of the written laws. In other hand, common law generally practiced in some form in English-speaking culture, including the United States, had developed a scale of case by case to determine the defendant skill under common law. The judge consider the respondent by satisfy all the counts uh, decision everywhere considering written law. In deciding the case under common laws, then the jury looks at what other jurors have uh, decided in similar case in the past. So the judge the key to not only by the legal courts but also by various court uh, decisions, and very often the United States Constitution guarantees the right to trial by jury. Civil trial is one that deal with disputes between private individual, often involving contracts of property rights. Criminal trials are one where the government represents the public. In a previous trial, the jury decides which side the right and how much money should be paid in damage. In the criminal trial, the jury decides guilt or innocence. Discuss two other big difference in this case between criminal and civil trials. First, the defendant in the criminal case doesn't have to testify. It's the government's job to prove the person is guilty, not the defendant's job to prove he or her is innocent. In the civil trial, the defendant must testify. Second, jury to convict a person in a criminal case, they must believe the person guilty beyond and reliable doubt. On other words, government must present a high degree of proofs. The jury in the civil trial decided which side have presented more evidence to support its case. The jury asked the trial after the jury have very different responsibilities. The chairman's responsibility is to see that the trial the conducted according to the law. Part of this responsibility is to exclude irrelevant remarks and questions by lawyer and witness, and to decide what kind of evidence the juror that can or can't hear. The jury, on the other hand, decide whether they believe the testimony he can hear, whether evidence presented to them seems true and reasonable. For example, is Michael Jackson's. You may not know that his daughter was convicted in a criminal trial of involuntary manslaughter. This means the jury found him guilty of causing Jackson's death without intending to. After the criminal trial, Jackson's family brought civil suits mainly against the entertainment company that were invented in the promoting a tour. Jackson was repairing for at the time of his death. Often the case, the civil suits may have less to do with the changing of money and more to do with a desire to see that justice is done. Because the doctor in the criminal trial received a relatively light sentence, the family may feel there is justice in holding the entertainment company responsible for encouraging Jackson to pursue the tours when company really knew he was ill. Most people in the United States favor the jury system. Some people resist the way juries are selected. Some believe that juries make decisions based on emotion rather than facts, and that jurors don't have education for backgrounds to understand complex legal issues. One serious problem is that if the required number of jurors cannot agree on the decisions, call it a hung jury. In fact, only about 20% of legal cases actually reach a court. What happens is that in criminal case, very often a person accused of the particular crimes will be pardoned. What actually happens if this pardoning is that the accused person is guilty to a less serious crime. Why it is allowed to happen? This is allowed to happen because there is a large number of private and criminal cases. The self, the state time and money. Also, often the defendant is allowed to plead guilty only if he or she also cooperates with the prosecutor in bringing other criminals up to justice. For the accused person, the sentence might be less serious than if he or she go to trial and if found guilty. My discussion of the U.S. justice system might lead you to believe that not many people are going to prison in the United States. In fact, the opposite is true. The United States have more people in prison than any other country. The high number of the people in prison is just one more challenge that a country needs to face.